Guiding Marie from Heart to Heart. In French, cœur à cœur. I'm an intuitive, um, holistic coach and a very human being incarnating here on Earth in this time to work on myself, to become myself, to embody myself, whatever that means. I'm on the way. And to spread the light of what it is being myself. So I'm on the way. I welcome you to this new video about the energies of November and Scorpio season. And I record this early compared to the last videos already at the end of October. Today is the 21st, and it will need some time to go out. And it's interesting because I feel this change of energy between Libra season and Scorpio season very intense. So I don't know why today I was called to do that video. And how are you doing? How was your October? How is your October? How is your life? For me, it's really, as I said, I'm on the journey, and it's interesting. It is interesting. I got the information when when we entered October that it will be a really, really busy month. And it was really busy until this week. And this week, it's really, I nearly have nothing on my agenda. For sure, there are always things to do, but nothing. Okay, tomorrow, I've got 2 healing sessions, and I will teach on Sunday or Saturday. But apart from that, the holidays in France, so my dance classes are pausing. And what was amazing that we had have a week of Indian summer after a lot of rain and cold. So I spent a lot of time outside. And apart from that, I've got the feeling I did nothing. And this is not really easy. It's for sure, there are always things to do and got them things on my list. So when I have time, I will do that. Change my clothes, pulling out winter clothes. And no, I do nothing. Just sitting a lot in the sun, knitting, hearing podcasts. And I've got the feeling I wanted to share this with you if you can relate that the energy is so dense and heavy at the moment. For me, it's like moving slowly through deep mud or fog. It's really tangible. So I feel a heaviness, and what I find interesting that for sure I make a research, what is coming up for me, what do I have to work through, and I find nothing in my life that it is heavy like that. It's more the other side. So today I came to the term, so there's something in the collective, in the society, there's something really dense. And this is where I will jump into Scorpio season. But is for me the very related to the underground, to the mystic. The color violet is coming up when I think of Scorpio, diving deep, bringing to light things, becoming friend with the darkness as well. Integrating the concept that to see the light, we need the darkness, or embodying that so that all is there. And as ever, I did this painting for the year at the beginning of 2024. You might have seen it. I did a whole reading about the energies at the beginning of this year. And every month I let after turning it with eyes closed, I let my hand wandering until I stop. And today it were two parts. So it was landing here in the darkness. And then it was landing here also in this red with the stars and a little bit, so kind of this region. There were two points. And when I show you that, it's interesting because I was a bit confused about these 2 points. What to do with that? Then it is this, here we have this darkness and dark brown energy of soil as well. And here we have the light. So we have both the poles of what I feel is the subject of the upcoming months, or the energies that will show us the two parts of light and darkness. So have a look if this is resonating for you. And then I pulled a card, and I pulled a card from the deck I haven't put out for a long time. The Work Your Light from Rebecca Campbell. And the card I pulled is called Im Rama. Where are you being called to journey to? And Shati. This vast landscape, big buildings. The woman who is entering water. Oh yeah, Scorpio season. Scorpio is a water sign. So don't wonder. And what's interesting, maybe you can see here like fragments, ruins of old buildings, and this is really a palace. Something monumental as a word that is coming through. And this, when I tune in that, or what I get as an information, it's two things. So when we are on the journey to finally becoming who we are, that light, that spark, that consciousness, that love embodied in the human existence, incarnation. And for me, a part of this journey is integrating fragments of what I haven't seen, what I didn't see, what I denied, what I was told in my upcoming, based on education and collective belief systems. It's not okay. These parts of me, these to see them, to love what I thought I was taught is not lovable. This is part of this journey to become whole. And even this is a crazy expression, as we are all whole. There's nobody who is not whole, as these fragments all are there. Just sometimes we can't see them. Sometimes we don't want to see them. We don't want them. And to be whole is just to be whole, just to embody that. Yeah. Kind of that. So this is one information that this upcoming month, Scorpio season, will bring us in contact with other parts we haven't seen, shadow parts, beautiful parts also. For me, underneath these shadows are always gifts that we haven't seen, not either. And then for sure that this way, and it's interesting with the water, with the body of water here, because water is a symbol for emotion as well. So just to go that way, to this momentum, whatever this means, that momentum for you especially, to approach where you're meant to be, if you know it consciously, if you feel it, if you haven't even a clue, this place where you're meant to be, what is on another level just being you, as all is a mirror, inside and outside. But we as human beings, we have this beautiful gift. It is not always easy to live, that we feel. And this is really a human being's specialty. Special capacity. And I learn more and more that these feelings, these emotions I feel are just way of inform me about something. And there's always everything's perfect when I feel something. If it's anger, if it's fear, if it's joy, if it's sadness. And the more I can feel, let the feeling be there, the energy of this emotion fill me up, let it move, find ways to express it, either through crying, for example, or breathing, or anger. For me, a really perfect tool in the meantime is to move my body, to walk quickly, to let it really be like a fuel as well, an engine that moves me and that I let move it in my body. And then when this first wave of the emotions come, then either the information there, what this was for, or I can ask if it's not clear. And with anger, it's often so simple because it's just showing that something is not okay, that I feel not respected, and often by myself, even not by another one. Or I project that I don't respect myself on another person, or another person isn't respecting myself because I'm not respecting myself, so I don't set boundaries. So all this is interconnected for me, and I come more and more to this place that no matter what is happening, it is perfect. It can feel uneasy, uneasy, and even that is okay. It's just a feeling. So just why do I talk about this in this length? I talk about this in this depth and this length as this is something we will be in contact, be confronted, will be gifted by Scorpio season. Um, just to be reminded always is. No matter what is happening, there's no problem with that. There's no problem. I know we are all kind of a pressure cooker at the moment. There's no bypassing when we ignore events, when we ignore what's going on here. Life will for sure gift us with another experience, with another encounter, and will bring up the same topic in another shape. So it's not the easiest time, this end of 2024 pressure cooker year. I would name it like that. And it's all for our highest good, so that we can purge and purge and purge, clean out what is not us. So to make a distinction between these fragments that needs to be integrated. When I talk about all what is not us, then I talk, for example, about belief systems. So I told two of my students that have huge self-worth issues, so that we were taught by our caregivers, by the people who were upbringing us, that we were not lovable, either by words, by actions, by abandonment. So when you go one step back, these people for sure were traumatized. So I don't know anybody on earth in my environment who has not traumatized parents, caregivers. So first question, when we learn from our caregivers that something is wrong with us, that we are not lovable, or people who don't know how to love, even when they did their best, when they did their best and had best intentions, they didn't and don't know that. So then the question is that what we learned true? Is it true that we are not lovable? I think I don't have to answer that. And the next questions, do I want to go on to treat myself and to believe that I am not lovable and invite life to show me that based on my belief systems and prove them right? Prove these people who did their best, in their best interest, in their best, mostly consciously, in the best intention, without the knowing how to do that really. Do you want to prove them right that you're not lovable? So, and if not, what do you need? What do you need to? This is to get rid, to melt, to let go of that beliefs, core beliefs that something is wrong with us. It is not. Nobody here on earth is wrong, and there's nothing wrong with nobody. What not mean to tolerate behavior that is intentionally painful, hurtful. I don't mean that. And when another person is hurting you with the intention to hurt you, then for sure this is the moment to say, stop, I don't want to be treated like that. I go away, I set my boundaries. And we all know, even a person, or I say even, a person who is hurting another one by purpose is hurt deeply by themselves. If not, it would be not needed to treat people like that. This is not an excuse. It's just to show you this bigger picture of where we are in this world. We have now coming through other generation of parents who did a lot of work, who will upbring children in another way. And in my generation, I don't know anybody who had parents who would be able to do that. And for sure, on another level, all that on a soul level, we have chosen these parents to learn something, to learn to love ourselves, to be the best parents for ourselves, and to go through pain, as this is the base to understand the pain of others. So even though on this level everything is perfect, nothing to change. And what I just don't want to talk, I don't talk about astrology as much as I did earlier in other readings. And in this upcoming months in November, we have an important, really important astrological event. This is Pluto, who was for 20 years in Capricorn, will finally move into Aquarius. And this will change the energy massive. It will take place around the 19th of November, depending on your time zone. So, even though not to compare energies or say Aquarius is better than Capricorn, it's just they are different energies. And Capricorn is an earth sign. The element on earth related to Capricorn is mountain. So something really massive, heavy, and not very moving. And as we step more and more into the age of Aquarius, totally, this will be kind of the next milestone. Aquarius is an earth sign. It's for humanity, it's technology advancement, it's something really quick, very philosophical, moving. And this will change the energy on a really deep level. And it is the last time for all of us, for all you listening there in this lifetime, that we will experience this Pluto and Capricorn energy. It's really heavy. It has to do with this purging, and maybe this is what I feel like the last waves of this energy, because I feel so heavy and damp, and I feel the energy so heavy and damp at the moment. I'm really looking forward to that shift. I'm curious about that, and for sure it's always up to us on a personal level what we do out of that. And for me, it's something is interesting also with this empty space of this week that I hadn't seen. But I realized last weekend, at the end of last week, that with my stepping into this new work as a teacher, I teach new holistic coach, and stepping more and more into working for sure with individual people as well, and one-to-one sessions as a holistic coach, that my life is really changing, that on a very, very practical level. So I just have to organize my weeks different with the days where I teach, I have to prepare for sure what I teach and what is teaching me a lot as well. So it's amazing as well. I see so much that I have in common with my students and why they have come to me, why I have come to them. Yeah. And I know that film will always be a part of me and that it will come back in my life or it will be always there, come back on another level. And maybe my career as a script supervisor is really over. I don't know at the moment. I know that where I'm going to and how my very tangible, practical life is organized at the moment, that there is no place for a film project. And as this training is lasting minimum 8 months, so I had to plan for 8 months, for 10 months, what felt really crazy. And what I realized with that as well, that I needed the space I have at the moment to integrate how fast at the end this started. I haven't seen that coming, and it's really beautiful. I love this work. It is fulfilling my heart on a deep level, and um, even with this little voice of my mind, is always afraid to fail and want perfectionism. Even with this voice in my head, still shouting, crying sometimes on I feel so much on my place where I am. That is really beautiful. With this, I wish you a beautiful Scorpio season with courage to be in contact with your emotions, to feel them, to let them be alive in yourself, to feel alive with all that's going on in you. If you've got the feeling you would like to get support, have a look on my website. The link is in the description box below, and you can book directly a session with me. You can contact me as well before to have a look which one would be fit best for you, or what would feel the best, or just going in touch and feeling if you would like to. All the best. I send you a big hug. Bye.